It's story time. All right. Moving back home, burning out, and learning that the reset was never the failure. In November, I packed up my life in Miami and came back to Philly. On paper, the move made sense. I had secured the highest level job I had ever had, a professional leap I was genuinely proud of, the kind of opportunity that doesn't come twice and demands that you follow it wherever it leads. By every external measure, this was forward motion. This was growth. This was exactly the kind of decision a woman with ambition and direction is supposed to make. But forward motion doesn't always feel like moving forward. In Miami, I had my own apartment, my own car, a routine that was mine, a space that was mine, a daily life built entirely around my own rhythms and needs. I had worked hard for that independence, the particular quiet satisfaction of a woman who has figured out how to exist fully on her own terms. And I loved it. I did not realize how much I loved it until I gave it up. Coming back to Philadelphia meant moving in with my grandmother. It meant public transportation instead of my own car. It meant adjusting to a household that was not mine, rhythms that were not mine, a city full of history and memory. And, sorry, y'all, and I loved it. Oh my goodness, I got all these interruptions. I'm so sorry. And I loved it until I gave it up. Coming back to Philadelphia meant moving in with my grandmother. It meant public transportation instead of my own car. It meant adjusting to a household that was not mine, rhythms that were not mine, a city full of history and memory, and the complicated weight of a life I had deliberately left behind. I was arriving at the best professional moment of my life, feeling like I was starting from scratch. All right, here's my question. Have you ever had an opportunity that was so great, but you had to start over? You had to give up some of the things that you were accustomed to. You had to give up your independence. You had to give up your car. You had to give up a house in order to take something that was beyond anything that you could ever imagine or dream. Starting over isn't easy. Starting from scratch isn't easy. What I can tell you is that it's definitely worth it. Is it scary? It is scary, whether you are moving from the neighborhood that you've always known, whether you are transitioning from a job that you've always had, or you are embarking or on a new career or a new school, like whatever that looks like, it can be pretty scary. So I got a couple of questions for you tonight. Number one, go get the book, amazingyou.com. That's number one. So this is Breathe Again, Volume 2. I've been sharing stories. So get the book because I don't read the whole stories. I just give you a snapshot and then we get into some of the meat. All right. So this story was about Isis. Isis found that starting over in a new city stripped away the identity she had built around relationships and community. What identities, roles, titles, affiliations have you been using to answer the question, who am I? What identities have you been using to answer the question, who am I? And here's another question. Who are you without the hats? Who are you without the hats? Oftentimes, when we come into a room, especially a networking room, people ask us, introduce yourself. And the first thing we do is we introduce the hats. We don't introduce us, we introduce the hats. And then when the hats come off, we don't know who we are. So my question to you is, Who are you without the hats, and what have you allowed the titles to say about you? What have you allowed the titles to say about you? Who are you without the titles, and what have you allowed the titles to say about you? So that is my question for you to really just kind of sit with and pause. It's not a right or wrong, it's just about awareness. Like, where are you? Where are you really? And is where you are where you really want to be? And are you willing to give up where you are to pursue where you want to be? Some of us are in places because of familiarity, because of comfortability, and quite frankly, we've just become complacent. Not a right or wrong, and this definitely isn't judgment. It's just a question about where you are and where you see yourself. Stay tuned for more Tory Time. Comment below and make sure you share me. Don't keep me to yourself. Don't allow me to be the best kept secret. All right, you guys, more story time to come. Peace.
Hello, dear.
Hey, beautiful. Listen, I was on Instagram and Facebook and all.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.